guys, we're backstage in London, and in true Trixie Mattel fashion, we waited till the last second to start this video. So you're gonna see the real tea on how quickly I get ready for tour. La Mer primer, the perfecting primer. We use this in like the rich makeup video. And this is one of the only products where I was like, whoa. My skin's been, I think, really good lately, but I went to the dermatologist to have this little mole burned off. And the dermatologist said, tell me about your skin. I said, I love it. I have great skin. I'm so confident. I said, it's the first thing people usually compliment about me is my skin. I just love my skin. And she said, can I show you some things? And she took close-up iPhone pictures of my skin and told me that parts of my face, the structure was collapsing. So that's how they upsell in Beverly Hills. They take you in direct sunlight, they take pictures of you on their iPhone and they zoom in and tell you that your face is a bowling ball bag. We're at the Palladium here in London tonight. We are sold out. Huge fancy venue, very excited. I walked by today and there was like a bit, what? Oh, Nick's here. Hello. Nick flew all the way from LA, so the stakes are extremely high for him to record this properly so that I don't have to send any passive aggressive text messages. They weren't passive aggressive, they were actively aggressive. Recently I texted Nick, I noticed that the audio dropped, which was drag queen for, we're self-taping down here and sometimes audio fails, okay? It happens. This is my palette for tour. These are all Makeup Forever powders. This is a MAC blush. This is a Too Faced powder. This tour is all about efficiency. The entire makeup kit is in here. That's it. This bag from Leopara, that is it. Isn't that great? The tea is you bring the makeup you have. And so, no, you use the makeup you bring. So I tried to just bring as little as possible this time because I was like, let's just make this efficient. You look the same every day, who cares? By the way, we had a Trixie mirror and it shattered on the way here. So that's why we have this like drugstore mirror. So I don't wanna hear any comments, okay? I don't wanna hear any comments. You don't hear comments, you read them, but still. All right, the foundation I've chosen for this tour, this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation is very lit. Care Bear sponge, love it. Do you guys, this stuff is so, I know that looks like a lot, but it's so mattifying. It's really, really bomb. I wish it was slightly more coverage if we're being honest, but it's really mattifying. Like I end the show with a dry face. It's pretty amazing. And you guys know I do my own makeup, and normally on set, someone like Fina or James Mansfield, whoever's doing makeup, will tell me if my skin is holding up good. And this is the one that holds up good. I'm in a hurry, you guys. And this is a little insane, but I'm using 3 shades of this. I bought 3 shades because I knew I would just kind of like want to play with them. Because I'm in the UK, and when you're in the UK, you do have to experiment with self-tanning. It's part of the journey. So my deepest shade here is the 245. And I mean, I'm really, you guys, when I'm in a hurry, you know, because Nick, I don't think you need to edit this video. Have you ever seen beauty YouTubers do that like unedited makeup video thing? Would you guys watch that? If I did like a 1 hour face, like in real time, would you watch that or is that stupid? Is the editing really the star? You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I feel like you all say you want that, but then the view count will be really low. So what is the truth, Ellen? Pretty good coverage, right? For like, I think it's good. I got a little CoverGirl gel liquid liner. There are some things in life you use because you have it. That's my relationship with this eyeliner. It's just because I have it. Yes. If you thought I was lazy at home, the makeup I do on tour, you guys, Jesus Christ. Especially since it's a big theater, thousands of seats. Bitch, you're lucky I have lashes on. Like, although there is a meet and greet, so you can't totally phone it in. Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, symmetry, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's at my show for symmetry. Nobody's on this channel for symmetry. So for shadows on this tour, I took a Z palette and I took a bunch of single shadows and they're just jammed in here. This is all the shadows for tour. I think it's a bunch of Anastasia shadows mostly. I don't even know what they are. The P09 Trixie Cosmetics brush has been my like, it's my ride or die for this tour. Watch how fast I get this shadow on. So I'll do something like that, and then I'll take the P07 and just buff that sucker out. Normalize not caring what the makeup looks like, you know? We all know what my 2020 drag mantra is. What is it, Brandon? They get what they get. They get what they get. I feel like before COVID, all the drag queens were like, well, I have to do this because what will the fans say? Coming out of COVID, we're like, who fucking cares what they say? Literally. I think for a while in drag, we were all stuck on like fans of drag telling us what drag is. And now we're like, no, I'm gonna tell them what it is. And what it is very low effort. You guys, I'm just taking a bunch of these browns. Just brown, brown, brown. Listen, there's like 15 costumes in this show. So the makeup has to kind of go with everything. And yes, this is a Versace robe. I bought it to feel rich and then I feel embarrassed of wearing it. So I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to buy myself something kind of rich. And then when I wear it, I feel embarrassed. I don't like to talk about money. I don't like to talk about money, but I will say, you hoes think I'm way richer than I really am, so good for you. The amount of people who think I'm licking the brush, it doesn't matter. The amount of people who tell me how much money they saw on the internet that I make is so crazy, so crazy, so crazy. I don't know if you guys think I'm Elon Musk, but that's not what's going on. This is really how fast I get ready, you guys. It doesn't matter. It all works out in the end. And if it doesn't, they're sitting very far away. This is like my brow trick. This Kimchi the Most concealer, I have it in like the lightest shade. It's like an alabaster color. And this is how I get through my brows very quickly. Watch this. Paint it on. So I'm gonna do this to this side and we'll be right back. Honorable mention, I don't have it on today, but this e.l.f. donut primer that we unboxed was actually kind of good. I like it. I mean, I don't care if my face smells like a donut, but I like it. So now I'm gonna take the lightest shade of this Makeup Forever foundation. This is where this actually gets kind of cool. Let's watch. Can you guys see me okay? Oh, that's too much. That's too much. It's too much. It'll work. It'll work. Sometimes I hear the sounds I'm making under my breath doing makeup, and I'm like, why are you grunting? That's kind of nice, just to like start the highlight kind of thing. These are a bunch of OCC foundations that I have melted into pans. A couple of these, that's a MAC foundation. This is like Manic Panic. It's just very gross what I'm doing in here, but it's just been really nice to get ready very quickly using these tools. The Trixie Cosmetics concealer brushes, I think these are $7 each, you guys. Watch how fast I do my brows with these, watch. See, I'll just start sketching. And I'll kind of change colors as I go. That's the thing, instead of carrying 1 or 2 foundations, it is nice to just have a whole palette. And then depending on my tanning situation or my running situation, when you're as fair as I am, your skin can really dramatically change color day to day. They don't match at all. Now this is where the true laziness begins. Are you guys ready for this? I melted this on my stove. I don't even know if this is gonna work. That's a little red for me. Just pull back on that right away. Let's just shut that shit down. I'm gonna take one of these colors. It's kind of caramely. These are a bunch of OCC full coverage foundations that I've just had for years that have been sitting brand new in the package. So I thought, you know what, let's bring them on tour. Let's just use them. I own way too much makeup to like wait to use things. If things seem expired, I'm like, just use it now. See, when I did my cheeks, I used to like paint everything on very linear, and now I'm just like, I throw it on and fix it later. You know? No. Just hurry. Just get through it. Just get through it. I'm just gonna add some depth here. See, I used to like paint color on and then try to blend it out. And now I kind of puff it on and try to like blend it out as I put it on. I just feel like it's faster. And I've actually been wearing less contour. I think I'm going through like a makeup renaissance. I'm wearing less like face makeup. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna enter my Joanne era. But since I already did folk music, I think my Joanne era would go in reverse. I would go like, instead of doing bars and doing like dive bar shit, I would be doing like electronic music. I don't know. I'm gonna take one of these really light shades, kind of mix these together. See that? Yeah, that works for me. We just got back from LA because I went to film the Netflix Standout special, which was crazy. I literally shared a dressing room with Wanda Sykes. It was so crazy. I said, hi Wanda, I just want to say hi because I'm gonna be naked in a wig in this dressing room later, and I just wanted to like break the ice about that, and she was really nice about it. And I don't want to tell stories out of school, but let's just say there was a lot of big personalities backstage. Big personalities. It was so weird to be with some of these people that I love so much. I love Tig Notaro, and she came up to me and said, hey, nobody here has a purse. She said, can you hold my phone, wallet, and my lipstick? And she handed me a Burt's Bees, and I said, this is a chapstick. And she was like, yeah, my lipstick. And I said, all right. So then I had a purse with Tig Notaro's wallet, her ID, and her phone all night. And eventually I went and found her and said, do you want your phone or like your ID? And she's like, oh yeah. Thank you for holding that. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. But like, I could have been shopping. Like I could have been using your cards. You're very, very trusting. We've also been using this Morphe brush cleansing like balm for cleaning sponges. And these sponges come out like lit, right, Brandon? These sponges come out brand new. It's amazing. And I think it was like 10 bucks. It was a really good deal. I mean, Morphe really turns it in general, so good for them. But I've also lost a little bit of weight, so I'm trying to like figure out my face. Just in general, drag makeup looks better when you're chubbier. And so when I lose weight, I love the way I look out of drag, but then my face in drag gets really bony and it's just a little more angular. Some TV white paint stick. You know I'm still with that. Again, that large concealer brush from Trixie Cosmetics, look. Just a little, whoop, just soften it out. And look, that cheek is done. I love this brush. I was at the office the other day and I have this set of brushes, but I wanted another set. And I was like, can I have one more? And they were like, you own them. You can have whatever you want. I was like, you're right. I can take it. And I have to say, it's not really a makeup item, but the Saint Tropez bronze tint, I'll find it later. I don't know what it's called. It's great to do fake tanning in the UK because if you for a second think that you look too dark, literally a human football walks by and you're like, I'm cool. The tanning here is really egregious. It's like they've never really seen sunlight and they've honestly never seen a real tan, so they have nothing to go on. It's very funny. Again, large Trixie Cosmetics concealer brush, straight down the nose. We're like halfway through this, you guys. I'm like speeding. Doesn't matter how early I start to, I make it to meet and greet every day like winging a prayer. I barely make it every time. The Trixie and Katya tour is coming to London and we're doing Wembley Arena. And the promoter for the tour was like, hey, will you get in drag when you're in London and go to the Wembley and take a picture? I said, rub a lamp, bitch. No, we're not doing drag tourism. We're not jumping in a taxi and going across town to take a picture. That's some Miss Cracker shit. We're not doing that. And that's not a read, but if you guys follow Cracker, she will get in drag and go to like see the sights in drag. I'm not doing that. That being said, you guys know I'm a runner and I've based my whole personality on it. I love running in London because on foot you can truly just see like a whole tour of the city. It's really nice. When I was filming Queen of the Universe here, I was just gooning and baiting out there on the trails, which I can either confirm or deny that we're doing more Queen of the Universe, but if we are, I'm excited to be here more. That's looking pretty good. This nose is a little suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. It's fine. You know what? They get what they get. They get what they get. All right, what are we using for setting powder? I got two setting powders here. I got the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. The part of me that used to really have to save up to buy makeup will never leave me. And so even though I don't like this powder that much, I'm just using it because I'm trying to use it till it's gone. So I'll use that on the high planes of my face. And then I got this Makeup Forever HD setting powder in medium. And that's what I'm gonna put all over my face. Watch this. Do I look crazy? Do you remember when Jinx was covered in white powder and talking like this? Roll the footage.
With Major, the way we work on music is that...
By the way, Jinx and I had to remove our cover of Creep because it counts as a copyright violation. So all the comments are like, what happened to that song? I'm like, dude, YouTube made us, okay? So I like using our duo fiber brush to take off all the extra powder because it just scrapes the surface. It doesn't like dig up the foundation. All right, so I got this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder in R210. That's my highlight right now. It's a little light, but a hotel key from when I stayed at the Westbury in Dublin. Big fluffy angled blush brush. Gotta have it. Start doing the forehead, working my way down. I'll just do this so you guys can see what I'm using. I just pack a bunch of colors now, and then I just kind of make it up as I go. That nice football head. I'm gonna take this deepest one, and that's what I'm gonna pack right here. Right here. There we go. A lot's been going on. Nick Goldston, who produced my record Barbara, he won a Grammy 2 weeks ago because he produced the song Rock and Roll for Kingfish, the blues singer. So he won a Grammy. And then Kyle Krieger, who did the Santa Claus makeup on this channel, is nominated for an Emmy. So everyone's winning major awards, except me. Meanwhile, at the Critics' Choice Awards, I couldn't even get on the red carpet. That's a whole other story. I don't think I've told you whores about that, but we'll probably talk about it on the podcast. Let's just say I got invited to the Critics' Choice Awards and had one of the worst days of my life. I'll let you know about that. Miracles don't happen. I'm taking P10, which is like a big fat shader brush, and I'm taking like a little bit of this contour color. And this is what I've been using to pack my nose sides, because my nose eats makeup. And so now I've been packing powder into it to try to get it to not eat makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking a little rotted today, but we're just gonna get through it because it always turns out at the end. Just a little bit of this Maybelline powder and just kind of start doing a dusting. I did kind of blend crazy today in a bad way, so I'm just hoping that this helps. And this is kind of a big show, right? Selling out the Palladium in London. I told Lisa Vanderpump that and she was like, the Palladium? She's like, that you can't be playing there. That's a huge venue. I'm like, yes. That's where I'm playing. And then we just did the show in LA and Vanderpump was backstage. Ken was with Vanderpump and he goes, the people here, they love you. I can't believe it. You can't believe it? You guys are two of my best friends and you can't believe it. Thank you so much. So we're gonna do some white liner here, white liner and black liner, and be right back. And we're back. I've been on a big lash curling kick. This is a MAC Stack mascara. I do really like it, to be honest. I think the ads are a little gross. I think they put so much mascara on people that it looks disgusting, but I think it's a really good mascara for separation. I like it. I got a free sample. I'm not saying I'll buy the real thing, but I really like it. I have the Maybelline Lasting Drama gel liner on, but I'm gonna set it with some black shadow. This is from La Femme, which is like, I don't think we've ever used La Femme on this channel. La Femme is like a drag queen showgirl makeup brand. I found it at Nigel's and I couldn't believe they even had it. I was like, okay. But it helps me with texture to set stuff like this. And if I press it in, it doesn't have too much fallout. There we go. Like, do you see the difference from that side to that side? That's just smoother, like velvet, and this looks kind of wet. Since you guys are fierce divas who like to get sickening and work, I'm gonna show you something else I've been doing. I got these NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pens. This one's in brunette. Watch this. Look at the difference. Look at that one to that one. That is such a difference. Woo! And this one's in espresso. I hate when people say espresso. Espresso. Oh, jail. And this one's darker, and I'll use this to cut the crease. Watch. Do you guys see the difference from that side to that side? Like, look at that little bit of depth. Such a difference. What a difference. All right, this is kind of gross. I think it's kind of unacceptable, but since it's staged, it's okay. I'm gonna take some white. See, what a difference from that side to that side. It's kind of gross on camera, but I think on stage it's okay. I'll do a little bit of this white on the tip of my nose, just to be extra disgusting. Yeah, I look a little rotted today, but we're just gonna move on. Again, unmarked, random pans of shadow. I don't know where this came from. We have no way of knowing. I'm gonna take this Trixie Cosmetics blush brush. This is the non-angled one. This one I'm just gonna use to warm up the, I'm wearing it really high on the cheek because, like I said, the dermatologist called me old. So kind of going through some changes with the way I wear blush in an effort to not look like part of my face is collapsing. Getting up there, folks. Getting up there in the age department. It looks okay. I mean, I am approaching the age where my skin with makeup on it now looks, do you ever go to like a swap meet where they have hermit crabs with like NFL teams painted on them? That's what my makeup looks like. It's like just a bright colored textured shell that's like slowly moving. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's put some lashes on. Let's just get through it. We don't have time to be critical. They get what they get. They get what they get. I keep my lashes in this little plastic container. Okay, okay. Miss Jackson. Have you guys ever seen that amazing clip of Couples Court where that woman is lying about sleeping with that other guy and she's just frozen there like this? And the Couples Court judge is going, Miss Jackson, and she's not responding and she's just like, it's so fierce. I'm still watching a lot of Super Nanny. I'm not gonna have kids, but I feel a lot more prepared to have them because of Super Nanny now. That show is crazy. I mean, they really sent her to like rural areas where these kids are fucking nuts. You guys, these kids slap their moms in the face and stuff on camera. And then you can tell when the cameras aren't there that mom hits them, because when the kid hits them, she like freezes and is like, what did I tell you about that behavior? But it's like, I know that if the camera's right here, you were gonna punch that kid in the mouth. Look at that. It's all coming together. It always comes together in the end. You guys should not doubt me by now. We've been through trials and tribulations on this channel, and I always find a way to make it work. I don't think you guys doubt me. I think it's usually me being like, oh no, oh no, oh no. These bottom lashes really don't match. They're not even from the same set whatsoever, but I'm not gonna let that get me down. I'm feeling a bit cheeky, babe, so I'm gonna do a little bit of white under the eye. Just a little bit under the eye. I'm just fair enough that I can still get away with a little bit of white, but white to me looks good, and then in pictures I'm like, you look crazy, but I always do it. It just doesn't look as good as I think it does. I continue to do it. I'm gonna hit this cheek. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. I mean, this is like the one highlighter that I nut for. Right there. There you go. So, oh, lips. I should probably put lips on, right? Okay, great. That looks great. Sharpener. That's why us Lutherans use grape Kool-Aid at the blood of Christ. This is the Urban Decay pencil in Manic. So beautiful, look. Isn't that great? Like a warm crushed berry. So the thing about tour makeup, you guys, if I can't get it on immediately in 2 seconds, it's not gonna get used because I'm always waiting till the absolute last second to get ready. Don't make unnecessary journeys. This is part in the makeup where I start yelling like vines that I heard once. You know what? I'm about to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. I want like a 60 minutes. Where are they now of that guy? How broken was it? How long was it broken? We gotta put a lip on, come on. You know what, this could be illegal, but you know what? I'm the CEO of this company and I do whatever I want. This is something that I'm not gonna show it to you, but I'm gonna go off camera for a second and it's gonna be on and you're gonna be like, I like that. And I can't say anything else about it. And we're back. I can't say what I put on. I'll let you speculate. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows if it's a lip product? Who knows? I'm gonna put on a wig and a costume and be right back. Well, we've done it. I can't believe it. I did it, I'm ready, I look great. You have to, I mean, it's a pretty basic Trixie face for the show, but it's because there's so many costumes and wigs. So it has to be kind of neutral. So we're gonna go to the meet and greet, but thank you for joining me today. We have a very exciting video coming up where I shop for a bunch of products from the UK. So if you'd like to see me once again on the double-decker struggle bus, make sure you subscribe because that video is gonna be insane. Goodbye.